Good morning, afternoon, evening, whenever you are watching this video, and welcome to a very rainy and very closed Dorney Park. Obviously with the rain and then the storms in the area, there is absolutely nothing open right now, so just our luck. We came all the way out here and nothing is open to start. But it is scheduled to clear up later on, which also means a little bit of night rides since they do close at 9 tonight. We're gonna have to, again, pick and choose the night rides since, again, only maybe 30 minutes of pure darkness night rides, but either way, the clouds here should hinder that and make it a little bit darker. So, there have been many updates since our absence, including many haunt updates, so without further ado, let's get right into the park. Of course, last time we were here for Viva La Fiesta. There is still one more weekend left of this by the time this video will go up, so by the time you're seeing this, go out to Dorney Park to Viva La Fiesta. It is a really cool event. Highly recommend that. Of course, with season passes going on sale soon, they are advertising their MVP pass sale. This includes access to all 40 Six Flags chain parks, so including Dorney Park, of course, and then every single park in the Six Flags chain. I think this is the best bang for your buck, and would highly recommend getting this pass from any one of your home parks. So again, obviously with the weather and all the rides are closed. Well, most of the rides are closed. Antique Carousel, Dodge 'em, and the Whip are the only 3 rides that are open right now. I mean, maybe we'll hop on them later, but I guess that's kind of funny. And some people may recognize this as the paint by number mural, and it's fully completed. I think it looks really good with the flowers in the background. Of course, that main logo, cannot beat that. But viewers of the past will know that this area right here was done by myself, and the rain is picking up some more, so I'm gonna head over to the train station. Anyway, back to my point. Yes, I made the bottom right there in the sort of midnight blue color. If you want to go watch the full Viva La Fiesta vlog, you can check it up in the upper right corner right there. For now, this might not be much of a vlog because I don't know how much longer the park is going to stay open for. So hopefully we can catch up any more park updates when the rain dies down.
1 minute, 37 seconds later.
And there we go. Rain is cleared up. We're now going to head to right, which is a very uncharted territory for us. There's really no reason to come back here since it's only the Thunder Canyon entrance as well as another walkway to Wildwater Kingdom, which we did earlier this year. But either way, during our dry attraction visits, there's really no other reason to come down here except for this. The Blood on the Bayou Haunt Maze has begun its renovation, as we can see by these work walls right here. They've also got these signs saying they're transforming this area for Haunt, which actually starts September 12th. So mark your calendars, September 12th. We may or not be coming here to Dorney Park, but I'm going to try and get a better view of the renovation. Seems that most changes are going to be like just repaint, refreshing. Obviously we can't see inside the maze right now because, well, frankly it's inside, so we'll just have to come for the haunt season to find that out. I mean, speaking of haunt season, we do have some bad news. Unfortunately, all mazes will now be an upcharge, which is kind of sad since most legacy Cedar Fair parks had the haunt mazes included. So this is going to be just a rapid change that we're just going to have to get used to. But most of these mazes are really good, so I do recommend getting that maze pass when the time comes for the Halloween season. Oh, I spy some Port-a-Caw theming over by the Hydra Midway. Looks like the haunt, they're prepping for haunt at this time, which is so weird because it is the middle of August right now. Well, I guess they do only have a month to prepare, so they're just gonna get these decorations up early, but either way, it's kind of weird seeing these up this early. And of course, the Portugal Scare Zone is home to the Skeleton Crew show stage. I don't know, this facade kind of looks new to me. It also because I'm not kind of used to the show stage, and that they may not have it fully completed yet, but it does look kind of new right now. Kind of surprised that Music Express is not open. It is an indoor attraction technically, so that is kind of not a good sign for things to come. New to the park as well is this season pass holder bundle, as they want to call it, but it comes with a Dorney Park t-shirt which has the skyline on it. It has the same design on a sling bag, a pin, as well as a mug, or cup as you want to call it, but all that for $50, not a bad deal. And here is a Batman Funko statue right here in the Edge shop, really tapping into the Warner Brothers IP. So as many of you may or may not know, the Steel Yard is another haunt scare zone. It does not appear that any of the theming elements, which is a bunch of smokestacks, which look really, really cool in my opinion, they haven't been added yet, so I think they're just focusing up by the front of the park first, and then they'll work their way down to the bottom of the hill next. This river is looking mighty high. Good thing we didn't get any more rain that we already did. Right here at Steel Yard Gifts, you'll obviously find a lot of Iron Menace gear, but mostly you can also get some all of the other coaster merch, including this Steel Force Made to Thrill poster, which looks really, really cool in my opinion. What's also really cool is the 20th anniversary Hydra poster, which has Hercules front and center, which is a really cool tribute in my opinion. This definitely signifies the ride well. Of course, you got the generic Hydra Made to Thrill as well right next to it, but I really do think this one is the one you should get. Well, now we've got empty buckets testing, so that is a good sign for reopening. Obviously, with Iron Menace being a high-rise attraction, that will take a little bit more to open, but since MT is just a flat attraction, I assume that they're going to prioritize getting those open first, but we are going in the right track. Here's most likely the last major Halloween haunt update. The updating of Necropolis, where that is now the exit and this is going to be the entrance. Basically just a flip-flop, since this used to be the entrance, which was kind of weird since you had to go through that gate right over there and didn't really have enough space for the queue line. So with the entrance being over there now, you have plenty of space for the queue, and it just makes a lot more sense, because with it being flop, again, entrance, exit, all that. So they restarted the lift hill for Steel Force, but have not seen any testing yet, so we're gonna hang around here. Hopefully, maybe this can be the first ride of the day, but skies are clearing up, so that's a very, very good sign. Okay, well, I guess they reopened the line without even retesting it, so let's hop a ride on Steel Force, the first official ride of the day. Right here in the Steel Force queue is actually a pretty good vantage point of everything that is within the maze. Again, everything is flipped to accommodate for the change in entrance / exit. What you'll do, again, is come up this path right here, make a left here at the Solomon Center, and then that will be the main queue for the maze. So, pretty cool updates here at Dorney Park's Haunt. Two great rides here on Steel Force, one in the back and one in the magic seat of row 3. Cannot beat that row 3 ride. It's actually been a while since we've gotten that row 3 ride. Again, all the airtime hits better in the front row. You get more forward airtime and more of the punchier airtime. I don't know what it is about the front, but it's just about that. What's not cool though is the seat belt that keeps tightening up during the ride. It's kind of like the Twisted Timbers effect, if you've seen that video, where the seatbelt just keeps tightening and tightening even more. That on the strong moments of negative G-force, that just slam into that tight seatbelt, and it's just not pleasant feeling. So hopefully they can fix those seatbelts in the off season, but either way, still a great ride. You could probably guess what we're going to be doing up next. Let's get our ride count up.
Pull down and push up on your shoulder harness and fasten your seatbelt and confirm it is secure. The operator will be coming around to physically check your shoulder harness and seatbelt. Notify an operator if you need assistance. Please remain seated facing forward.
Solid 5 here on Iron Menace. I really do think I have to rework my dive coaster ranking, because after riding Griffin and then going immediately back into this, it's a very big difference. I think I'm leaning more towards this because of the pacing and the amount of inversions it has, but Griffin is creeping very close to this. Something weird that I noticed, apparently they got rid of the grouper position, just for now I think. It could just be a today thing because obviously the weather has not been the greatest, so they don't really have the staff today, but it was just weird because this ride always has a grouper position. But either way, the loader now checks heights in the station, but I don't know how that'll work for Fastlane though, is because we did see a couple people coming up with Fastlane, but obviously with no grouper they can't scan anything, so that's just something interesting that I think I will take a look at in the coming months. Well, Possessed was going to be next, but the chain is up and there are no riders in the station. I did see them locking down restraints though, so maybe they're going to start testing soon and the issue has been soon resolved, but we'll just have to see. Just haven't been on this in a while, so I'm going to prioritize this, so we'll see what happens in the coming minutes. As much as I'd like to prioritize that, I think that's going to be a bail for now. So we're going to head over to Talon now because that is obviously a much better ride. But hopefully this can be reopened later today. So going back to the Griffin versus Iron Menace debate, next up is the Alpengeist versus Talon debate, which is absolutely no question. Alpengeist sweeps the floor on this, but this does not make this a solid invert. This is absolutely still a really good invert. So let's see how it compares. Here on Talon. Obviously not to the extent of Alpengeist, but again, very solid invert nonetheless. Especially in the back. I do believe that back left is the best seat on this ride. It's got a very nice blend of positive G's, whip, everything you expect out of an invert. But either way, Alpengeist has the stronger first half. This is just the more complete ride, but it's still kind of mixed again. It's just really good. Unfortunately, no Hydro tonight, but again, with this being one of the home parks, we got plenty of opportunities to ride this again. So as some of you may or may not know, with the cable snap at Cedar Point's Power Tower, Dominator here at Dorney Park also fell victim to it. Fortunately, no incidents have occurred yet, but because that incident happened on the same ride model, every single SNS shot tower have been recalled. So if a park has an SNS shot tower, that is most likely closed at the moment, similar to the Dark Coaster situation at Busch Gardens Williamsburg. Still got to be one of the best land signs here at the park. Steelyard with the light up sign looks absolutely incredible. But of course, you know why we're here. We got to boost our ride count, especially here at kind of dusk, a little bit of night ride. So we'll see you back after our rides. Never mind. It's closed. And there's not a lot of life over here, so this may or may not be down for the rest of the night. Again, home park, then we got Haunt coming up, so we got that to look forward to, so it's just a little frustrating is all.
A few moments later.
Well, they tested a few times and they reopened the line, so let's get some night rides. Okay, so a few things happened. One, we got 2 night rides on Iron Menace, we'll get to that later. But then we ended off on the very last ride here on Steel Force. And a Zen ride with that. It was just us 2 and nobody else on the train. I think we were screaming louder than anybody else would be with a full train. I mean, not really, I'm just exaggerating, but either way, that's how loud we were screaming through the night woods. But either way, got a front row ride, awesome as always, especially in the night wind. But then back to Iron Menace. So obviously you probably know my disdain towards the 2 ride policy in the Six Flags chain. It is probably the most inconsistent ride policy ever. There are some people that are strictly enforcing it, and then there are some operators that don't enforce it at all. And it was especially prominent with literally nobody in the station, and we got kicked off as well. So that was just I can't describe that. I mean, if it's ridership that they want, that's probably the best way that they can go about it, is removing that 2 rider policy. But I mean, if they don't care about ridership, then by all means they can enforce that policy. But it's whatever. We gotta follow rules, so that was almost the killer to the night. But then we got the Zen ride on Steel Force, and it got healed. But either way, of course, with that being the last ride, we're gonna start making our way towards the exit. That'll do it from our brief evening trip here to Dorney Park. I would say very successful. We got on most of our favorite rides. Of course, with this being our home park, we got plenty of ride time to come, and very, very excited for that Haunt season. Hopefully we get some more changes coming up in the coming weeks, but either way, make sure to leave your thoughts in the comment section down below. Leave a like if you enjoyed, and of course, subscribe for more theme park content. And I will see you guys in the next video. Have a great day.